Relationships are built on trust, communication, and emotional investment. But sometimes, even in seemingly loving relationships, the signs of true affection can be hard to detect. It's possible that a partner may appear to be in love with you, but their actions don't always align with their words. In these situations, you might start to feel that something isn't quite right, but it can be difficult to pinpoint exactly what it is. Often, it's the subtle signs that indicate when a partner is pretending to love you rather than genuinely feeling it. There are various behaviors and patterns that can reveal a partner's true intentions, and recognizing them early on can help you assess the relationship's authenticity. One major sign is when your partner avoids deep or meaningful conversations. Relationships require open communication, especially when discussing feelings, concerns, and future plans. If your partner constantly deflects these kinds of discussions, it can indicate emotional withdrawal or fear of confronting the truth. Another red flag is when their affection feels forced. In a healthy relationship, expressions of love should come naturally. But if your partner's gestures of love feel insincere or done out of obligation, it suggests that they might not feel emotionally connected to you. Love is about showing care and appreciation freely, not simply because they think they should. Moreover, if your partner rarely prioritizes you, it speaks volumes about their feelings. True love means making each other a priority, even amidst busy lives or challenging situations. If your partner consistently chooses other commitments over spending time with you or offering support when you need it, it could be a sign that they are not as invested in the relationship as you are. Being defensive when questioned is another behavior that can indicate a lack of transparency and emotional investment. If your partner reacts negatively when you bring up concerns about your relationship or ask about their feelings, it suggests that they may be avoiding the truth or hiding their true emotions. A loving partner would be willing to openly discuss issues and address your concerns without getting defensive. Additionally, when words and actions don't match, it creates confusion and mistrust. Someone who truly loves you will ensure their actions align with what they say. If your partner tells you they love you, but their actions consistently contradict those words, it raises questions about the authenticity of their feelings. Love is demonstrated through both actions and words, and consistency between the two is essential for a strong bond. The lack of jealousy can also be a subtle sign of emotional detachment. While excessive jealousy can be toxic, a certain level of care and protectiveness is natural in a loving relationship. If your partner seems indifferent to other people showing interest in you, or doesn't express any concern when you spend time with others, it might indicate they don't care enough to protect or maintain the relationship. In addition, if your partner doesn't include you in future plans, it can suggest that they don't see you as a permanent part of their life. True love means considering each other in future goals and dreams, whether it's about career, family, or personal aspirations. If your partner avoids or excludes you from these conversations, it can signal a lack of commitment. Lastly, when your partner only expresses love when it's needed or when there's an issue at hand, it may feel like they are using affection as a tool to get something, rather than offering it out of genuine emotion. Similarly, emotional distance and the lack of effort to resolve conflicts are also significant signs. These behaviors point to a lack of engagement in the relationship and a reluctance to make it work. Recognizing these signs is crucial to understanding whether your partner truly loves you or if they are merely pretending. Healthy relationships are built on mutual effort, respect, and a genuine emotional connection, and it's important to be aware of when these qualities are missing. 1. They avoid deep conversations. When someone is pretending to love you, they often avoid engaging in meaningful or deep conversations. This is because they don't want to reveal their true feelings or commitment level. If your partner consistently changes the subject when you bring up important topics, such as future plans, emotions, or your relationship, it could indicate a lack of genuine interest. For example, if you try to discuss your concerns about the relationship, and they quickly deflect to something trivial. It shows they aren't willing to dive into emotional discussions. A real partner will want to understand your feelings, share their own, and work through any issues together. The avoidance of serious conversations can create a barrier, making you feel unheard and disconnected. 2. Their affection feels forced. When someone's affection feels forced, it often lacks the natural warmth and sincerity that should come with true love. Instead of spontaneous gestures of love or kindness, their actions might seem like they are being done out of obligation or to keep up appearances. For example, they might only show affection when they think you expect it, like hugging or saying "I love you" in moments where it feels scripted rather than heartfelt. These gestures might lack emotional depth, and you might feel like they are merely going through the motions rather than expressing genuine care. In a healthy relationship, affection should come naturally and without prompting. But when it's forced, it creates an emotional distance and makes you question the authenticity of their feelings. 3. They rarely prioritize you. If your partner rarely prioritizes you, it could be a sign that their love is not as deep or genuine as it should be. In a healthy relationship, both partners make each other a priority, showing care through actions and effort. However, when someone is pretending to love you, they may put other people, activities, or commitments ahead of your relationship consistently. For instance, they might frequently cancel plans with you for trivial reasons or show little interest in spending quality time together. Their actions suggest that you aren't a top priority in their life. In contrast, a truly loving partner would make an effort to be there for you when you need them, support you in tough times, and make time to nurture the relationship. When prioritization is missing, it often indicates that their feelings may not be as strong as they claim. They get defensive when questioned. When someone is pretending to love you, they may become defensive when you ask questions about the relationship or their feelings. Instead of openly discussing concerns or being transparent, they might react with irritation, frustration, or even anger. For example, if you ask about their level of commitment or express doubts about the relationship, they might quickly shut down the conversation, accusing you of being paranoid or overly sensitive. A defensive response often indicates that they are uncomfortable with the topic and unwilling to open up because they don't want to reveal the truth. A loving partner, on the other hand, would calmly listen to your concerns, answer your questions honestly, and work with you to address any issues in the relationship. When defensiveness replaces healthy communication, it's a clear sign that their emotions may not be genuine. Their words and actions don't match. When someone's words and actions don't align, it suggests that they may not be fully invested in the relationship. For example, they might repeatedly tell you they love you, but their actions contradict those words, like neglecting your needs, not making time for you, or acting in ways that show a lack of respect. You might hear them say things like, "You're the most important person to me," but then notice they frequently cancel plans or fail to support you when you're going through a difficult time. This inconsistency between what they say and what they do creates confusion and signals that their feelings are not genuine. A partner who truly loves you will ensure that their actions back up their words, making you feel secure in their commitment. When this alignment is missing, it's a sign that they may be pretending to love you rather than genuinely feeling it. They show little to no jealousy. When someone shows little to no jealousy in a relationship, it can be a sign that they're not emotionally invested. While excessive jealousy can be unhealthy, a certain level of concern or protectiveness is often natural in a genuine relationship. If your partner seems completely indifferent when other people show interest in you, or when you spend time with friends of the opposite sex, it may indicate a lack of attachment or care. For instance, if they don't mind when you talk about other people, or don't express any concern when you're out without them, it suggests they aren't deeply invested in your emotional connection. A partner who truly loves you would typically care about maintaining boundaries and might feel a sense of protectiveness, not out of possessiveness, but because they value the relationship. If there's no sign of this kind of concern, it could mean they're pretending to care while their emotions remain detached. They don't include you in future plans. If your partner doesn't include you in future plans, it can be a clear sign that they're not genuinely invested in the relationship. When someone truly loves you, they envision a future together and take steps to make you a part of it. Whether it's planning vacations, discussing long-term goals, or simply making plans for the weekend. If your partner consistently leaves you out of these conversations or avoids talking about the future, it shows they may not see you as an integral part of their life moving forward. For example, they might make major life decisions, like where they want to live or what career path to pursue, without considering how it will affect you. This lack of inclusion can leave you feeling uncertain about the relationship's direction. A real partner will make an effort to involve you in future plans, indicating that they see a long-term commitment. If they don't, it's likely a sign of emotional distance and detachment. 8. They only express love when needed. When someone only expresses love when it's needed, it can indicate that their affection is based on convenience or obligation rather than genuine emotion. They may show affection during moments of conflict, guilt, or when they want something from you, but otherwise, they remain distant or indifferent. For example, they might tell you they love you when they need your support or when they're trying to calm you down after a disagreement. But outside of these moments, their actions and words don't reflect love or care. This selective expression of love creates an imbalance in the relationship, as it feels like their affection is being used as a tool to get something rather than a natural, consistent feeling. A truly loving partner would express their love in both good times and bad, without waiting for a specific situation to trigger it. They are emotionally distant. Emotional distance is a strong indicator that someone might be pretending to love you. When a partner is emotionally distant, they avoid sharing their feelings, thoughts, and experiences with you, making it difficult to connect on a deeper level. They may appear indifferent to your emotional needs or struggles, not offering support when you're going through tough times, or failing to share their own vulnerabilities. For instance, if you're feeling upset or need someone to talk to, they might not offer comfort or even acknowledge your emotions, leaving you to deal with things on your own. Emotional distance can also manifest in the form of coldness or withdrawal during moments when intimacy and closeness are needed most. A loving partner, on the other hand, would be open, engaged, and attentive, offering emotional support and sharing their own feelings with you. The lack of emotional connection can signal that the love being shown is not genuine. They don't make an effort to resolve conflicts. When your partner doesn't make an effort to resolve conflicts, it can indicate a lack of genuine care for the relationship. In any partnership, disagreements are bound to happen, but how those issues are handled reveals the strength of the emotional connection. If your partner avoids difficult conversations, refuses to compromise, or simply ignores problems, it shows they may not value the relationship enough to work through challenges. For example, after an argument, they might act as if nothing happened, refuse to discuss the issue, or let the problem linger without addressing it. This behavior suggests a lack of commitment to resolving issues for the sake of the relationship. A truly loving partner will make an effort to communicate, apologize if needed, and find ways to work through conflicts together. Without this effort, the relationship may feel stagnant, with unresolved issues undermining the connection.